I'm the best ever. There's no one that can match me.
Oh, another big left. It's going to be stopped. Oh, and he's still...
Mike Tyson was always known for his incredible power.
I wonder if that's a change of plan with it.
Oh, what a left. And there was a left.
But what happens when this monster loses control?
At Holyfield again, I believe. It is complete bedlam.
Surprisingly, there are reckless lunatics who decide to humiliate Iron Mike.
On Saturday night, watch me kick Tyson's ass!
Oh, Tyson with a left hook, a right uppercut, down goes.
And in this video, you'll see what happens to those who make Mike Tyson angry.
It is all over here in round 3. Mike Tyson is champion again.
The best heavyweights in the world. I can box better than any of them. And I ain't taking no back seats to none of them. I'm not even taking the back seat to Mike Tyson.
This arrogant guy's name was Tony Tubbs.
I'm strong and I'm fast. Mike Tyson got to deal with that.
So for Tyson, destroying Tubbs was a matter of principle.
Mercanti says that.
And as the fight began, Tyson turned the so-called best fighter in the world into the worst clown of the generation.
To throw the same punch twice. And then you notice now you see a much more relaxed Tony Tubbs. So now his...
That evening, Mike gave the fool the most painful lesson of his life, shattering the illusion of his greatness completely.
Good left by Tyson.
The punch hurt.
Tubbs is hurt. Tubbs is hurt badly. It was a left hook.
And it's over. Odell Hadley has jumped in the ring.
And proved in practice who the best boxer in the world is.
Mike Tyson.
One of the most difficult periods in Mike's career is considered to be his prison sentence. However, an even more terrifying version of Mike Tyson came out of prison.
When he came out of prison, dude, he was prison jacked. That was like maybe the scariest Tyson ever. Like they finally released him.
But Peter McNeely believed that Tyson had lost his edge and could now be beaten with ease.
I'm Hurricane Peter McNeely from Medfield, Mass. On Saturday night, watch me kick Tyson's ass!
Mike didn't let his rage loose early and saved it for the fight.
On his movement the past few months, and here we go.
In the fight, both heavyweights displayed impressively powerful shots. But then the Rat decided that the dirty words at the press conference weren't enough and decided to bring his filthy tricks into the ring as well.
Back there waiting for that one shot. He isn't moving, and he's...
1 minute gone by. McNeely's already been down. I'll tell you what, Steve.
I'll tell you what.
That was the last straw for Tyson.
Comes right at Mike Tyson. Down goes McNeely.
And his rage poured out. In the end, the king of boxing quickly brought McNeely back down to earth.
Tyson with a left hook, a right uppercut, down goes McNeely again.
They get this time, Steve. He's very hurt. He can barely stand up. They want Tyson.
And claimed another scalp of an arrogant prey.
Appropriate action.
But even after such a convincing victory, there were still people who believed Iron Mike had gone rusty.
And this won't be an 89-second bout against Mike Tyson on November 4th.
I am no McNeely. I'm Buster Mathis, and I can bring it to him.
Buster Mathis Jr. is a young talent who stormed the boxing world like a thunderclap.
Right at the moment. Oh, and down goes Kenny.
However, all his performance was drowned by his own overconfidence.
I'm very confident, and when I'm going to fight Mike Tyson, I know what Mike knows. He's from the school of DeMotto, and my father was trained under DeMotto, so I know what Mike Tyson's going to do.
Iron Mike couldn't let the young upstart go unpunished.
Walk around a fighter like Mike Tyson. Don't be intimidated. And here we go, and Mathis just falling down.
But the rookie turned out to be more of a challenge than expected, and his punches were as sharp as his words.
Punches of that Peter McNeely fight, he missed.
Down at me, which is something he's not only not used to, but not as good at.
Here comes Tyson now, connecting with the left jab and coming with the right, and again.
A simple victory wasn't enough for Mathis, and he aimed to humiliate the king by using his own style.
Tonight, be defensive, and again, Tyson continues to miss.
And missing again, and missing again!
This bold challenge finally snapped Tyson's leash, revealing his darkest side to the world.
There's a nice right uppercut, and then Tyson counters himself. Now exchanging blows.
Mike is still...
In the end, the final moments of the fight became endless agony for Buster.
Use that right-footed pivot. Swing around on your opponent's side and then crack.
Oh, he got a right uppercut, another right uppercut, and down goes Mathis.
See, he stepped back and did it again. Stepped off and around and ripped that uppercut to where Mathis was ducking.
Knockout Mike Tyson.
In 1987, Mike Tyson entered the ring to fight for the title of undisputed world champion. His opponent was Tyrell Biggs, but the biggest thing about him was his ego.
I owe it to myself to go out there and beat Michael Tyson like I am his dad. He's made for me. Tyson.
Words like that couldn't help but infuriate the king of boxing.
Jump right on Tyrell Biggs.
Yet after the fight started, the entire boxing world was shocked to see Tyson take on the role of a punching bag from the first minutes.
Get him back into the center ring, use the jab again, and come with that right hand. That was a quick little overhand.
That evening, Tyrell Biggs tried to imitate Muhammad Ali in order to hand Tyson the most humiliating defeat possible.
Talking to Tyson. Again, Barry's trying to frustrate him, but I don't like his hands down that low. I don't like Biggs' hands down so low.
He truly floated like a butterfly and stung like a bee.
That's the uppercut, kind of leverage. See, a good snapping jab is very effective. Whether or not Biggs can keep this up is yet.
But Tyson was incredibly enraged by this rat's parody of his idol, and soon enough, he ripped that stinger out.
To inspire Biggs, he said as he left. You know what's happening.
Huge left hand there by Tyson. And a combination by Tyson. And so we start the fifth round, and Tyson...
Like a waking volcano, the king of the ring reduced the challenger's arrogance to dust, turned his ambitions to powder, and wrote his name onto yet another page of history.
Oh, that was a tremendous left hand. Legs it off. And 10 seconds to go in a round. There's a left hand. He's down again. It's over. It's all over. And it wasn't even close.
And what we've seen has happened so often.
Champion of the world, Mike Tyson!
One of Mike Tyson's biggest rivals was Evander Holyfield. The whole world wanted to know how the clash between two of the greatest boxers would end.
Before the first fight is almost palpable.
The fight finally began, and Holyfield immediately seized the initiative.
The left jab, looking to set up the right. There it is, right on the top of it. Combination of the head. Evander
Holyfield seemed to have found Tyson's weak spot and was exploiting it with confidence.
Holyfield digging in with uppercuts to the body, now going upstairs, looking for the cut. Ooh, a low blow by Holyfield with the left hook. And
Then, on top of the power of his punches, Holyfield added a dirty element. With short, barely visible headbutts, he kept pushing the champion's anger further and further.
punches from both fighters in round one from the very first second.
Fighters in round one.
From Tyson, something we didn't see in the first fight. He looks over to Mills Lane. It's a cut.
Mike tried to bring this to the referee's attention, but his complaints were ignored, and the rage kept building.
And again, just like in the first. And again, just like Tyson looks over for help from the referee.
And there's Evander Holyfield.
Then, after another headbutt, Tyson could no longer hold himself back and bit into his opponent's ear like a furious animal.
What happened here?
He got bit, I think. Just see, look at it. You can see it. You can see it. There it is.
Evander Holyfield, look out! He's pushed right here above us by Tyson.
The referee deducted 2 points from Tyson, but the King's anger was already beyond containment because the moment the fight resumed, Holyfield started provoking Mike again and immediately lost the rest of his ear for it.
You know, it's funny. Mike was having his best rhythm again. He did it again.
Mike Tyson has bit Evander Holyfield for the second time, and it is all.
The referee had no patience for Tyson's second meal and disqualified him. Rage overwhelmed Tyson, and he turned the ring into an absolute chaos.
More fighting in the ring after the end of the fight. Tyson's trying to get at Holyfield.
In the end, the baddest man on the planet was banned from doing what he loved for an entire year and hit with numerous fines, while Holyfield left the ring with a victory, but it was far from a sweet one.
As Holyfield leaves the ring,
Once
Mike Tyson.
late in his career, Tyson had to face the dirtiest boxer in history, Andrew Golota. Golota was a decent boxer, but he was even better at being a rat. And who, if not the king of boxing, was to punish that scumbag. The moment the fight began, Mike started beating all the nonsense out of the rascal's head with his iron fists.
This straight hand right on the nose of Tyson. Another overhand. If you shot him, you can see there's some fear in his eyes.
Realizing his helplessness and hoping to preserve the little health he had left, Golota repeatedly retreated into clinches, which drove Tyson absolutely mad.
I'm throwing a big wide right hand to the body, Steve.
No wrestling. Let it go. Step back.
Mike's got to work in behind the double.
It seemed impossible to knock out the creep with those tactics.
Connecting with a devastating right. Tyson all over Golota.
But for an enraged Tyson, nothing is impossible. But the scoundrel was saved by the bell. Only in that moment, finally realizing the full threat posed by the baddest man in the world, Golota was too afraid to return to the ring to this monster.
Shut up! Don't talk like that! Stop it! What are you doing? Don't you f***ing do this! Get out there! Get out there!
Cowardly giving up, the rat turned and ran with his tail between his legs, drawing the contempt of the entire audience.
He quits at the end of 2 rounds. Oh, look at that. Oh, my goodness.
But no one was angered more by his actions than Mike Tyson himself, who never got to fully enjoy punishing this dirty piece of trash.
Tyson.
In February 1989, the King of the Ring went on a date with Brit Frank Bruno, who was practically the king of provocation. Apparently, he had not only a built body, but a built mouth.
See myself knocking out Mike Tyson, spectacularly knocking him out. No way he's going to beat me. No way. No way.
Enraged by these antics, Tyson was hungry for the moment he could put the arrogant Bruno in his place.
27 pounds heavier.
From the very first seconds of the fight, Tyson set out to show everyone why he is considered the baddest man on the planet.
What you're going to see is Frank Bruno grab Mike.
Tyson's people wanted to bob and roll, be less of a target, attack from the angle.
Early, you can't fix a chin that was never great to begin with.
A left hook by Tyson, but Bruno comes forward.
And only then did the foolish Bruno realize that making Iron Mike angry had been the biggest mistake of his life.
Since anytime he gets close to
the jitters, he may be settling in.
home run. A home run thrown by Tyson.
Soon enough, Tyson turned the showboater into a sleeping beauty.
He's not looking for the Tyson who fought McNeely and Mathis. Here's a combination uppercut by Tyson. Tyson laying it on, pouring it on. Down goes Bruno into the ropes. And it is all over. It is all over here in round 3. Mike Tyson is champion again.
Mike Tyson, a true legend of boxing, is adored for the power and beauty of his boxing.
Good left by Tyson. Tubbs is hurt. Tubbs is hurt badly.
Smash that like button if you wouldn't want to feel Tyson's anger on yourself.
On Saturday night, watch me kick Tyson's ass.
Tyson with a left hook, a right uppercut. Down goes McNeely again.
And get this time, Steve. He's very hurt. He can barely stand.
You were watching Boxing Space. Thanks for tuning in.
I owe it to myself to go out there and beat Michael Tyson like I am his dad. He's made for me. Tyson.
Oh, that was a tremendous left hand.